My name's Josie, I use she, her pronouns, and I am a theatre maker, producer and performer, and I run a theatre company called This Egg, which is kind of just me, and I work with lots of different people depending on the project to make collaboratively devised pieces. And we will make shows about stuff that we feel like we can connect to personally. I usually make work that is rooted in some kind of a social or political injustice, or it'll be something that I'm like, wow, like no one wants to talk about this thing. Why does no one want to talk about it? When I'm starting, I want to like make it as simple as possible, so I'll like strip everything back. So it might be that you literally just go, okay, where does this story start? And like, is it a story of a group of people? Is it a story of a person? Quite people-led. Is it a story of a place? And like, could you write the story in like 10 sentences of what happened? And then you've got these 10 chunks that you could then go, okay, let's take the first chunk and let's make that scene, or let's write that scene, or let's write that song. And then you've got like something that tells the first thing that happens, and then you do the same for the second, third, fourth, fifth, blah, blah, blah. And then you've kind of got a whole show there, and then you can decide how you're gonna order it. And like, that's the bit that I always find the most fun, is like, okay, we know what the story is, we know what what our material is, and we know the styles that we're playing with and all of that, but like, what order are we going to tell it in, and what does that do to the way that an audience reads it? Collaborative theatre making is about, for me, it's about everyone having an equal say in the room and everyone being able to influence that room. So it's working in a non-hierarchical way, it's working in a way that like, you are all equal in that space. In a theatre or in real life, we're always looking for people who we can have a good conversation with, or feel like we can relate to, or they make us laugh, and then like, you're like, great, or I feel cared for by this person. And I think it's the same with creative relationships. I think it's like, if you can find someone who makes you feel good and gives you the confidence to do what you want to be doing, then like, you do whatever you can to keep them like on board with you, and the other way around as well. Feedback always feels like a moment. It's really important, and I actually really like sharing work as I go through a process, rather than just showing people the finished piece. Like, it's it's really useful, I think, but it's also really important not to take on the feedback that you actually don't agree with, and know that it's okay to just trust yourself as well. Like, definitely listen to it, but then kind of go, why have I made my choice not to do that? And then go, yeah, no, I still believe that, so I just will ignore it. It's up to you, and you can create not only the work that you want to, but the way that you want to work. That's possible. Like, if you work for yourself, you can literally decide everything. So like, don't be afraid to do that, and don't be afraid to not do what you think you're supposed to do.